Hello, Facebook. We'll try this again. Having some technical difficulties today, but I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Welcome to episode 2 of Locker Room Live. In this episode, our theme of today is how to dig for diamonds. So we're just going to dig right into it. Let's get started. All right, so there's a guy by the name of Russell Conwell. All right, he did this really interesting speech back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. It was called "How Acres of Diamonds" was what it was called. All right, so basically, this story goes a little like this: there's a farmer and the farmer gets interested in searching for diamonds. He thinks that this is his thing. He's going to search for diamonds, and when he finds the diamonds, he's going to be, wealthy, rich, happy, yada yada yada. So the farmer sells his farm and then takes this journey to search for diamonds. He's on his journey and he's going to all these different lands and he's searching and he's using all of his resources. And basically what ends up happening is the farmer ends up in poverty, no money, poor. He's searching for diamonds. He basically ends up drowning himself. And that's obviously not what he wanted. He wanted to find diamonds, and he ended up taking his own life, drowning himself. However, the people that purchased his farmland, they're out and about searching or walking the property one day, and they come across a big rock. They come across this big rock, and they bring it home, and then they have a guest, and they're like looking at the rock, and they're like, "Wow, that's one of the biggest diamonds I've ever seen." And there's some hesitation, like, "Oh, that's not a diamond," But it ends up that it's one of the biggest diamond finds ever. There's tons of diamonds on the farm. All right, so basically the point of the story is the farmer, if he would have just stayed at his farm and looked for diamonds there, he would have found them. He didn't have to go anywhere else. He had diamonds right there in his own backyard. That's the point of the story. Moving on here. Give me just a second here. All right, so the quote of the show today: "The lure of the distant and the difficult is deceptive. The great opportunity is where you are." And that comes from John Burroughs. That's the quote of the show today. I think it goes really well with the theme of what we're talking about, how to dig for diamonds. We've got some tips for you today. But before we get into the tips of the show, it's time for today's featured products. All right, so I know you guys, you're watching this, and here's the thing. In all honesty, if you take care of your body will take care of you. What I mean by that is, in general, if we're watching, what we eat, we do the things that our body needs, we're probably going to be less likely to be sick. So that's just truth. It just simple truth. All right. Got two products here today that I want to feature. One is the It Works Greens. And this works hand in hand great with the It Works Probiotic. So do your due diligence. Okay, I want you guys, you can do research on what an acidic body is versus an alkaline body. Okay, do your research. Check out a key ingredient, spirulina. Check out the research on that. Check out what probiotics and prebiotics are doing for people's guts and immune systems. All right. Do your due diligence. All right. But I will tell you, my wife and I, for the past couple of years, we've made it a point to get healthier and to take care and supplement whatever we're eating with, just good nutrition. And I will tell you that we feel amazing. We feel amazing, and honestly, we know that we are healthier than what we've ever been. Just take this at face value. The greens balances, alkalizes, and detoxes. All right. The probiotic, you can see there, it's immune system support. It's targeted digestion and immune health. That's exactly what it says. So take those at face value. That is today's featured product. If you're interested in either one, the greens, probiotic, or both, just simply send me a message and I'll be happy to get you some more info on that. So let's move on into the show tips today. So sometimes it's easy whenever you're talking about digging for diamonds, how to dig for diamonds. It's easier just to kind of see an example and maybe read about an example of someone that's dug for their own diamonds. I just read this book and I have to say it was amazing. This is Me Inc. by Gene Simmons. And this is a man that definitely dug for his own diamonds. All right. Coming from Israel, he was an immigrant into the United States. Very, very, he didn't speak English when he got here, but you can look from his life, he largely what he likes to call mid-Atlantic English. He said that's what you need to speak at least in America. So when he came to America, he was really focused on learning how to speak mid-Atlantic English. And he learned that primarily. He said he consumed tons of television. So obviously he got very interested in entertainment and TV. And as a young man, he got very interested in comic books. Also was a student of theology. So you can kind of see all these things, just to name a few there, kind of take shape in the band that he helped create, Kiss. You got to see comic books, good, evil, entertainment. You could see all these things take place. Really he was just digging for diamonds in his own backyard. So that is a book recommendation. I highly recommend it, just for the fact that it's a simple read. It's easy to read his life story and also his tips for you guys and how to dig for your own diamonds and see how he dug for his own. To be honest, really what we've got to do is we've just got to be clear with ourselves. We got to get clarity. We got to ask ourselves questions. We got to ask ourselves things like, how do or what are my themes or hobbies in my life? What are my interests? What are my skill sets? Whenever you start asking yourself these questions, you're automatically going to know what those diamonds are that are in your own backyard, what those interests are that are in your own backyard. And then you just got to get focused. You got to get focused, and you got to spend time working on those things and cultivating something that earns you a living, that gets you where you want, that seeks your fulfillment, and achieves the happiness that you're looking for. I believe if you get clarity and ask yourself these questions, you will ultimately get where you want to go in life. So basically, guys, book recommendation, Me Inc. If you want to listen to Russell Conwell's Acres of Diamonds, it's about 2 hours. It's on YouTube. You can listen to it. It's a great listen. And there's some other stories in there as well that goes along with the farmer story. But that may be beneficial to you guys. So Me Inc. Russell Conwell, Acres of Diamonds, and then just get clarity, guys. Start asking yourselves questions and figure out what is it that I need to be working on and focused on in my life to get where I want to go. Um, you guys, if you like the featured products, message me. Myself or my wife will be in touch with you and help you out with those. Um, maybe you guys are watching this and you know that you're passionate, you're interested in health, wellness, and skincare. That predominantly is what my wife and I work with. And if you guys want to be part of that, you're interested and say, hey, I would love to be in that space. You can join us, and we'd be happy to help you be part of our community. And this is a community that's building diamonds. Bottom line, we're building diamonds. That's what our community does every single day. So, if that's interest to you, message me on that as well, and I'll talk to you more about that. Regardless, ask yourself questions and figure out where you need to be focusing in your life. That's really everything that I've got for today. Please continue to share hashtag Lockerroomlive and get your friends and people you know that will get benefit out of these little episodes that I'm launching. Just share the message. I appreciate you guys for doing that. And as always, remember, every day that you wake up, it's halftime. It's up to you to get your mind right and win at the game of life. Peace, you guys. Have a blessed day.